like just giving me real crazy vibes. Like when I say red flags, but like, bruh.
I gotta collect. Hurts to your side and right back to my set. Better controlling me under a hex. Yes. Ride with my midnight move so smooth, cause she like my entrance. Wanna stay the night with a nigga like me, cause I peak that.
Hey you all, so it's JayLa'Shay, and today, as you guys can tell by the title, I am doing a story time of when I was the other woman. And y'all, we about to get into the details. It's a short story, but I wanted to share with you guys because people like my story times, and they like to hear about like situations that I've been in and like how I've gotten out of them and my lessons learned from them. So we bringing them back, okay? It's only right that we're bringing them back. And I want to let you guys know I am outside because it's Ohio and the weather is finally breaking and it's a little nice outside. So I am wanting to get some sun. My apologies if you hear all forms of transportation because the location that I'm in, there's boats, planes, trains, cars, birds, squirrels, cats, dogs, like everything. So just beware if you hear any noises or anything like that. Just don't mind it. But yeah, so we're gonna get into the story time. If y'all want to hear the story, keep listening. If not, y'all can go ahead and click out. It is what it is. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit the notification button. That'll notify you every time I upload new content, so you guys can keep up with your girl, okay? So let's get into the story, y'all. So I was dating this dude. Y'all probably already know about him because I think I did a story time on him like some years back. But it was a story of when I was the other woman. Y'all, the first time I was ever the other woman in my life, and I would never ever do that again. And thank God it was very short-lived. So yeah, I was dating this dude, but we had broken up because he was going through my phone, just being real insecure, and I don't like that. So I had broke up with him because I'm like, I don't have to deal with this. Like, just giving me real crazy vibes. Like when I say red flags, but like, bruh, clearly I was just like, oh, he'll change. No, don't ever think that. But yeah, so we had broken up, but I had hit him up because my car was absolute trash at the time and I needed to get it fixed, and he had a mechanic. So I'm like, hey, give me a mechanic, I need to get my car fixed. He's like, sure, blah 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 blah, I would like to take you out to dinner, like I want to talk to you. So he knew to have me out in public if he wanted to talk, because if he would have said some slick stuff or would have did some blaming or some manipulation and we was at his house or like my house, he knew I would have went crazy. Like I was very argumentative then as a person, and it was like the moment I felt disrespected, like I was ready to start swinging. So like he knew I don't hit men, let's be clear. I don't put my hands on men, but like I get rowdy is pretty much what I wanted to like go at, is I get pretty rowdy and hot-headed. So he knew to take me out in public to talk. And we went to dinner. Dinner was cool. I ended up going to his place after because we went to dinner really late. So I ended up just staying the night there because he was like right around the corner from the mechanic. So we wake up the next morning and I get in the shower, and you know, he talking to me about how he want to be back with me. He was apologizing and stuff for everything he had did. And I low-key was considering it. I ain't gonna lie. I was considering being back with him. So I'm like, you know, hearing him out, but I'm like, you know, let me get in the shower. We're gonna go to the mechanic and then we'll finish talking, like, you know, about everything afterwards. So I'm in the shower ends, right? And I forgot my towel. So I'm calling his name, like, you know, where he at? No response, no towel. So I'm like, okay. I get out the shower and I go find a towel, and then I'm looking around the house and he's not there. And the apartment's not that big, so it was like either if he's not in this room, he's in the living room. If he's not in either of those, he's outside. Like it was just one of those type of situations. So next thing you know, I hear like this like thump against the door, like somebody was being pushed. And I'm like, what the heck is going on? Y'all, while I look out the peephole, this man standing like this, like on the door like this, like trying to avoid, and there's a girl trying to get inside. So I'm like in the house pacing because I'm like, what do I do? Like I'm not with him, but like this girl trying to get in, like am I about to fight? Like what's the deal? So I go put on my clothes because I'm like, shoot, if we gonna have to fight, we just gonna have to fight, because like what's going on? Like I ain't fighting over no dude, but like if she come at me crazy, like I gotta be ready. So I go change my clothes or whatever, and they still out there arguing. So I'm like, bruh, at this point, like he might as well let her in, because she ain't leaving. And it's been like 5 to 7 minutes done passed. Not to mention, I don't even know how long he was out there when I was in the shower. So I opened up the door myself and I'm like, let her in. And he like, what? I'm like, let her in. He let her in. So I sit down. He like, I'm here. He's like on the couch here, and she's standing like in the living room area. So she's like kind of pretty much in between us standing up. She didn't want to sit down. Fine, I don't care. And she's just going on and on about like how they started, how they met, the fact that, you know, she didn't want to bring him into her life, but she did because, you know, she wanted to give him a chance, and how she introduced her daughter to him, and he was taking the daughter to school, picking her up, dropping the daughter off at his house. They was doing dinner, like sleepovers. Like, he was like trying to be in a committed relationship. Remind y'all, we had been broken up for like maybe 2 months. So like homeboy was like already playing stepdaddy to this lady and this kid. So I already kind of felt some type of way. So the whole time she's talking, I'm just looking at him like, so you insecure about me, but like you just asked me on a date while you talking to a female, and she introduced you to her kids. Like, granted, I don't got kids, but if I introduce a man to my kids, like, we will be serious. Like, we're serious. I don't know how everybody else operate, but she felt some type of way introducing him to her kid, and he was trying to play games. So she was just really upset, and I guess she must have been texting him the night before when he was with me, and he wasn't answering and ghosting her. And like, he was supposed to hang out with her the day that she showed up. He was supposed to hang out with her, and he canceled. So she like, well, what's going on? Because you ain't been answering my phones. Then you cancel. Like, what's the deal? So she decided to pop up. I mean, I ain't personally gonna pop up, but you know, I don't know. So the whole time, like, they arguing, going back and forth. She telling him what he said. He's saying he didn't say it, which obviously I don't think she was lying. Like, she really seemed genuinely hurt about it. So I'm just like, at this point, like, you know, I sat there for a minute to hear everything out, because I'm just like, I just wanted to be nosy. But at that point, I'm like, you know what, this really ain't got shit to do with me. Like, I'm just trying to get my car fixed. So I end up grabbing my little leftovers, packing up my little bag, you know, doing what I needed to do for me. And I went to go to the mechanic myself. Car just putting all the way to the man house. And I go to get my car fixed, and then like 10 minutes later he show up and was like trying to talk to me, and was like trying to get me in the car to have a conversation. And I was just like cussing him out, because I'm just like, bro, like, what is your problem? Like, so long story short, y'all, I ain't even gonna say I was being dumb. Like, I just really felt like I was in a different place in my life at that time. But I ended up getting back with him like some months later down the road. I really made him like prove to me that he wanted to be with me. I ended up getting back with him, and it ended up being like a horrible ass relationship for like 2 years. So yeah, that didn't end up not working out for me in the best way at all possible. But I will tell y'all, one thing I definitely learned is, like, when you see a red flag, like, acknowledge it and go. Like, go. I have no problem letting them know, like, at this point in my life, like, I have no problem letting a guy know, like, yo, like, I feel this way. Or female, whoever you date, because I know it's a little confusing out here now. But whoever you choose to date, like, I have no problem, like, letting that person know, like, okay, like, we can't talk because I seen this and this and this and this. And most times now, if I see a red flag, I'll give you one chance to see if, like, it's a red flag, or if, you know, it was, like, something that, you know, just happened due to circumstances. But, like, if I see that again, like, I'm cool. Like, I can't stay, because 9 times out of 10, somebody don't know that's a red flag. Like, they present that red flag, and I just don't want to go through the trouble of having to deal with things that I don't need to deal with. So I would say that is a lesson definitely that I learned. But then too, like, y'all, being the other woman is weird. Like, I don't know how y'all be out here being side chicks, because y'all, it be weird. But that is my story time of when I was the other lady. And I feel like I handled it well, y'all. Like, how y'all think I handled it? Because at that time, I was pretty hot-tempered. So, like, I would have went off. Like, I really would have went off and set some stuff off. But I felt like I handled it well. I felt like it wasn't my business. It wasn't my place. But, like, I definitely think next time, like, not even next time, because I would never let it happen next time. But I felt like what I should have done differently is I should have left that man exactly where he was that day. Let me know if y'all ever been in a situation like this down in the comment section, because, y'all, I just want, if you haven't, learn from me, okay? That is the point of these story times. It's for y'all to learn from my mistakes, because I just want people to know, like, people aren't perfect. People go through things, but people can grow. So I want to, like, share with you guys my growth and, like, how far I've come, dealing with the situations and circumstances that I have been dealt in my lifetime. I do believe things happen for a reason. So I can't really be faulted to my past, but I definitely have learned some lessons. So please let me know if y'all experienced anything like this, anything similar. It's a safe space. But yeah, so again, if you like this video, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video.